Hi everyone, my name is Mila Todorovsky, and in this video I'm going to talk about the 5 major things that I learned in my Fundamentals of Human Interaction course this semester. This class really helped me understand how we interact with people both personally and in the workplace. I'm going to walk you through the 5 main topics that stood out to me, the learning objectives from each week, the research that supported what we learned, and how each topic can help us in a real-world professional setting. So one of the first things that we learned was that there are 4 main communication styles, with that being emotive, directive, reflective, and supportive. The learning objectives for this week were to identify your personal communication style and to adapt your communication to different workplace situations. Understanding these styles gave me an insight into why people communicate the way they do. Knowing my style helps me to avoid any misunderstandings, build stronger relationships, and approach people in ways that they naturally respond to. Research does also support this idea. For example, Madlock found that a supervisor's communication style directly influences employee job satisfaction. When we know how someone prefers to communicate, we can respond in ways that build trust instead of conflict. In the workplace, communication is everything. Whether you are talking to a supervisor, a customer, or a coworker, knowing how to adjust your communication makes problem solving much smoother and teamwork much stronger. It creates a positive environment where people feel heard and respected. Another topic that stood out to me was self-esteem. We define self-esteem as a combination of self-respect and self-efficacy. Basically, meaning to believe in yourself and believing that you can do things as well. The learning objectives for this week were to understand the foundations of self-esteem and to identify ways to improve your sense of self-worth. We learned that childhood experiences shape how we see ourselves today and that high self-esteem is extremely essential for success. According to Orthan Robbins, individuals with healthy self-esteem tend to have better relationships, stronger motivation, and more resilience. We also discussed 5 factors that help build self-esteem, which are feeling valued, connected, empowered, secure, and competent. In professional settings, people with a healthy self-esteem communicate better, take initiative, and handle criticism more effectively. When we help others feel valued, we strengthen team morale and workplace culture. Another topic that I really enjoyed learning about was the idea of having a positive mindset. So that week we focused on success not creating happiness. Happiness creates success. The learning objectives were to understand the role of positivity and motivation in performance and practice daily habits that promote a positive mindset. So we studied Shawn Achor's Happiness Advantage, which includes 5 simple habits: writing down 3 things that you are grateful for, reflecting on a meaningful moment, exercising 15 minutes a day, meditating for 2 minutes, and sending a positive message to someone. These habits actually retrain your brain toward positivity. And research by Limborski, King, and Diner show that positive emotions broaden our thinking, improve creativity, and increase productivity. People who maintain a positive mindset are better problem solvers, better leaders, and more adaptable. In the workplace, positivity boosts teamwork and reduces conflict. It also helps us to stay grounded when stress levels can get high. Emotional intelligence was one of the most powerful topics for me during this course. The learning objectives were to learn tools for self-awareness and emotional regulation and apply emotional intelligence skills in relationships. So we explored the awareness wheel, breathing exercises, assertive statements, and strategies for balancing our emotions. Emotional intelligence means recognizing our own emotions and the emotions of others and learning to respond and not react. Research does support this. Zaccaro found that intentional breathing reduces stress and helps to regulate the nervous system. Another article by Chikari, Chan, and Caputi showed that emotional intelligence predicts better interpersonal relationships and better coping skills. Emotional intelligence is essential for teamwork, leadership, conflict management, customer service, and decision making. When we stay calm, set boundaries, communicate assertively, and respond with empathy, we build trust and reduce conflict. Strong emotional intelligence is one of the top skills that employers do look for today. The final topic that I'm going to be talking about is professional presence, which includes how we present ourselves through our dress, email etiquette, punctuality, communication, engagement, and sensitivity. The learning objectives for this week were to identify the components of professional presence and demonstrate professional behaviors and workplace reactions. So we did that by focusing on real life expectations in professional environments. Professional presence is your reputation before you even speak. Employers notice how you dress, how you write your emails, how you handle your phone, and how engaged you are. These are skills that will help you build credibility, create positive impressions, and show that you can be trusted with responsibility. In this course, I learned that human interaction is built on communication, confidence, positivity, emotional intelligence, and professionalism. These aren't just classroom topics, they are life skills. They help us to become better workers, better leaders, and just better people overall. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for taking the time to hear about what I learned this semester.